Lafayette native and UFC fighter Dustin Poirier is battling in what many people believe to be his final UFC fight. News 10's Dustin Poirier spoke with local fighters and Poirier's team about the Diamond's career and predictions for Saturday's fight.
Dustin Poirier is considered a UFC legend with all of the accolades he's accomplished throughout his historic career. With his title fight on Saturday possibly being his retirement fight, I spoke with some fighters in the area who say Dustin's influence extends beyond the octagon.
He carries a different mindset and he carries a different fan following, is because people love him because of what he does, not what he says.
He comes from the same ground that everybody else came from, the same hardship. And he fought his way through it and made it to the biggest show possible.
While he does train out of American Top Team in Florida, Dustin is always proud to represent where he comes from. Being considered the king of Lafayette, his impact across the MMA world and more is definitely felt.
And the only time Louisiana ever gets acknowledgement is if we win a national championship through LSU or the Saints, or if Dustin is up for a fight.
Then you get to add one more thing and say, oh man, we get this guy from there to be able to do something like that. It just, gives everybody something to be proud of, I guess.
Yeah. Talks of his fight on Saturday being his final one is spreading across social media. I spoke with a Lafayette local and friend of Poirier, Timothy Metcalf, who gave us more insight on the possibility.
His last 12 fights, he's retired to me walking out of the arena. Hey man, this is my last fight. So we'll talk about it tomorrow, Dustin, but congratulations, or hey, let's talk about it later. But the truth of the matter is he is 35. He is getting older. The clock ticks on all of us. It's a young man's game. It very well could be the last fight.
Going into Saturday, Poirier is a plus 450 underdog. Despite that, many people say they feel the stars will align, with the diamond shining bright and finally finishing his story.
Something about this being his last fight, something about him getting a third opportunity. The fight's on Lafayette Street in Jersey. A lot of things. His daughter being at the first event, I told him this before, it gives you a certain type of emotion.
I predict a KO. I think Islam's going to try to bang with him, and Dustin's going to send it right back to him.
Islam is pound for pound the best fighter, pound for pound on earth. Dustin's going to beat him Saturday, and he'll be the number one.
In Lafayette, Dustin Poirier, KLFY, News 10.